the energy we bring to the microphone as hosts and creators is everything. So all throughout what you were talking about through the iterations of your show, everything that I heard is my passion, my desire to be authentic. I needed to stay in love with my podcast. I needed to stay in love with my process. If the process wasn't working for me anymore, I wanted to be able to make it continue to work for me, because 700 episodes takes a lot of energy, and you have to have the right energy, because every time someone shows up for your podcast, they may not have been there for episode 1 through 699. They may just be showing up for 700. So you
Yeah.
have to show up every single time with that
Yeah.
same energy and that same passion. So you've done such a remarkable job of keeping yourself sustained in that way. Just like,
Mhm.
5 stars. And then I also want to just highlight that you are willing to take chances. And I think
Mhm.
that that's the other thing. I think, um, to your point, it may have taken you a while to take that chance. And you're not alone in the fact that you had a microphone in your closet for 8 hours, 8 hours,
Years. Yeah.
8 years. No, 8 hours, you would have been alone.
Yeah.
8 years, you're actually not alone in that. We find so often that people, get that divine message or their gut feeling, or somebody tells them you should, and they buy the equipment. In some cases, they might buy the $49 microphone that you can get at Best Buy. But in other cases, we've seen people buy the full studio. In fact, I met with a podcaster last week who had already signed a commercial lease on a property to build out a studio and had yet defined their why. And
Yep.
so your mind plays some really interesting psychological tricks on you when it comes to using your voice. And I
Mhm.
think that's just such an important thing for if you're listening or watching and you're thinking about starting a show, like, you want to overcome that barrier and know that your voice, like, it's one of the most powerful things in our body. It's how we communicate our emotions. It's how we verbalize our desires. It's how we make a point. And it's also the place, like in fear and stress and other areas, that it gets stuck. And so it's
Yep.
a very powerful vehicle. So I honor that you are willing to share that it took 8 years and a message from God to do it.
Yep.
But look at the impact that you've made as a result of it.